And welcome in to Two Guys Down 200 Pounds. I'm Brian.
I'm Brandon.
And real quick, I got to jump on this. Got to wish my wife, Lauren, a happy birthday. Her birthday is Wednesday. We did a little, I say little.
I was about to say, it wasn't too little.
It was kind of big. She claimed she was surprised. We did a surprise birthday party for her last night. Had everybody, invited everybody, and mostly everybody came. So it was actually pretty good. So happy birthday to Lauren. But it's real quick because I had a couple of people ask me why we were at Tap Town. And only because we touched on it last week about the tipping culture.
Oh.
So we're going to do a real quick one overrated, underrated. So I'll start this off by saying I thought Tap Town was great. They had all kind of beers. They had good food. Service was good. The environment was good. Plenty of space. I didn't have a problem with Tap Town.
A lot of space.
Until the end. Until the very end. So
cash out your beer card.
you had to cash out the beer card. Okay, so Tap Town, for anybody who hasn't been there, it's a self-serve beer tap. You go up, you get your glass, you scan your card, and you pour your own beer. Okay. Now, food is done separately, right? You have a waitress. They do your food. You order. They bring it to you. Everything's good there. I was fine. I go to cash out. Brennan, I done poured every beer that I had, every beer that Lauren had, and they ask for a 20% tip.
Yeah, they did, because when I went to cash out, I had to take a double look. Not sadly. I did tip now.
Oh.
But I think the lowest one that I seen, and it could have been, you probably could have customed it, but I didn't even see that. I just seen 18, 20, maybe 22%. I don't remember what all it went up to. I just looked for the lowest number, and that's what I hit, which ended up being 18%. And I mean, I was bad. I don't even know who it was going to.
I don't either, and I'll be honest, and I may get some hate, but I tipped zero on that. On my waitress's tip, I did the 25%. I don't remember exactly, but I just got a problem with, man, I mean, I poured every beer I had, Brandon.
I know. And you had to walk to go get it. It wasn't like anything was done for you. You literally walked downstairs or or upstairs, because we had one upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to walk basically to the tab and pour your own beer.
Yeah, there was no.
I mean, your crappy beer pour or whatever you got, that's what you ended up with. The only thing that their guy did for me while he was down there was reload my card, because you could only get 32 ounces at a time.
Yeah, so they had to reactivate it once you hit your 32 or whatever the number was. Once you hit that number, he had to come and reactivate it. And I will say that same guy, so he had to walk downstairs. You know, it's a beer spot with a lot of IPAs, a lot of different beers, and I'm not that kind of guy. So I had to walk downstairs to go to the Mick Ultra tap. The very first one, he was like, "Oh, Mick Ultra's been acting a little weird. I'll pour it for you." So
he did pour it for you.
He did pour that one beer, but I was right there. I had to walk downstairs, get my glass. He just came up to me as I was doing it. But
you screwed him out of a tip, and he even poured you a beer.
Yeah, but
nobody poured my beer.
It's still, when you got two people, and beer prices there are a little higher than most normal places. So you got $50-$60 on beer tab and drink tab for everybody, and then they want a $15 tip, and it ain't. I couldn't do it, Brandon. I had two people ask me, "Hey, are you tipping on that?" I'm like, no, they didn't do nothing. I couldn't do it. But I know a lot of people get sucked in because they see that tip and they automatically do it.
I was a sucker, and like I said, I'm one of the people that I'm like, tipping's overrated. I said it before. I'll stick to it now, but and maybe it was just too quick. We had the kids there, and the kids were, getting past their bedtime, so we're trying to get out of there as quick as we could. So I didn't even look to even see where the custom thing was. I just looked for the lowest one and hit it and walked out the door, and it happened to be 18%.
Yeah, and my lowest was 0, and that's what I landed on. So
You're sorry. The dude even poured you a beer, dude.
that's where we're
At
at.
least $1.
Couldn't do it. But so this episode we're gonna do the scale lies, right? We've talked about a lot of other things and losing weight, and part of losing weight is the scale, right? And some people don't like the scale, some people live on the scale, right? So it depends on what you do. So I just started off at, when did you become obsessed with the number, Brandon? Like, did it ever stop? Has it stopped now? Or did you ever even become obsessed with the number?
I mean, for me, for the scale, I became obsessed with the scale when I started seeing large amount number kept falling off, right? Like, so I was obsessed with the scale, and I'd keep just jumping on. And I've never done it every day. I always stuck to weekly weigh-ins, but it was like, I never missed a weigh-in for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And now, after losing so much weight, my weight keeps fluctuating, and so there's times now that I'm kind of scared to jump on the scale, because I'm like, even just to see a few more pounds add on is like, just, we talked about before, is just scary to see, because you've been losing so much weight, and then you start seeing the scale go the opposite way, even though it's probably good. It could be gaining muscle, whatever, but yeah, I honestly, I don't even track it that much anymore as I used to. I think once I probably hit the 150 mark, I was like, all right, I've done something at this point. I haven't given up. I'm not planning on giving up, but just like trying to stick to a scale thing. It's more victories for me. Is like, matter of fact, I bought some pair of shorts the other day. And usually, I mean, you know me, I pretty much wear elastic bands, tie. Well, I had to buy some khakis for Lauren's birthday, actually, because I wear all my khakis to work. So I needed some nice, clean khakis to go out in. And so I had to get some that I had to, actually do the number.
Yeah.
And so I think my biggest I've ever been in pant size was probably 52, as terrible as that sounds. But I just took a chance. Like, I have no idea what my pant size is. I mean, honestly, I really don't know now.
Yeah.
So I ordered 36s and shorts, just praying to God that they would fit. Have no idea. And I slipped in, and I was like, dang, I think I can wear 32s or 34s now. And that's just like, I mean, that was a win for me. Because I honestly, even at my size now, and maybe, it's a body thing that I just feel like I've always been stuck in like the 38s.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll kind of get into those non-scale victories here in a bit, but like for me, I think Brandon being bigger as well, I think everybody, when you're at your biggest, I think the scale number, that's when you obsess. Like, that's when I was, I was weighing every other day, getting on the scale, just wanting to see the number drop, because when you're that heavy, the number drops faster than when you get down.
Especially in the early days.
Yeah.
Like, all that water weight and everything's just shedding.
I mean, you're dropping 10, 12 pounds a week in the in the beginning.
Yeah.
When you really start working out and get going. And I used to, even when I've lost weight before, I would always be obsessed on the scale. But I guess now, like even right now, being between 350, 360, I still get on the scale, but it's just not as much. I mean, I think I talked about it previous episode. I did the in-body at Burn July. I did it like July 8th or something. So, and I believe tomorrow before Burn, I'm doing another in-body. So it'll be about a month. And I hadn't stepped on the scale since July 8th or 10th, but there was about, and this is another thing I talked about, but some days I wake up and I feel skinny, Brandon.
I know.
So there was about a week ago, I think it was right at a week. Lauren, I said, man, I'm feeling skinny today, and Lauren was like, well, it looks like you lost some weight. Why don't you jump on? So I jumped on the scale and lost 10 pounds, but that was last week.
Then you gained it back last night from beer?
I don't know. I haven't jumped on the scale. But it's funny you say that because this morning at work, I was walking around and I was like, man, I feel like I've lost a little more. So come time tomorrow, I'll jump back on it. I'll have all my things, but I just...
Yeah, but when you're jumping on the in-body, you're jumping on it like 12, though.
Yeah.
You're going to be a little heavier.
Yeah, but I don't eat breakfast anyways. Yeah. So I'm not, that's when I'm trying to do it at the same time. Kind of like when you're jumping on a scale weekly, you want to jump on Monday mornings or whatever your weekday or weekend, whenever you do it. So I'm trying to do it at the same time just to keep it all the same. So I'll find out tomorrow more about what I got going on, but I'm kind of in that monthly range right now. Like I jump on it in a month, and that's what I do.
Going back on your story, so that's how I felt on Sunday. I felt on Sunday, I was like, man, I felt like I lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
And I told you I've been up in like the 240, 239, and I was like, man, I'm going to step on the scales. Or maybe it was Saturday. I was like, man, I'm feeling skinny. And I was like, I'm going to step on the scale Sunday morning. And I stepped on the scale, and I was down to like 234.
Yeah.
Like 5 pounds or whatever, 6 pounds down, which pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of I don't know what you call it, fat guy mentality, fat person mentality, whatever. The hard part for me is why the scale kind of becomes scary at some point is because you're feeling a certain way, and then you jump on the scale and nothing happens. And then it turns into, just say you weigh in Friday morning, you thought you felt good, you felt like you lost weight, and then you've put on 2 pounds.
Yeah. And then the problem is because you also felt like you had a great week, whether you worked out, you ate right, like you just done everything you could to make it seem like, that scale's got to be down.
And then it isn't.
Yeah.
And then it isn't. You're up a pound or you stayed even. You're like, how in the world did this happen? And that's where some people can fall back into the trap of, well, I weighed in on Friday morning. I didn't lose anything. I'm going to go hardcore tonight, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to eat what I want. And then Friday turns into Saturday and you eat what you want. And then Monday, then you're scared to jump on the scale for another 2 weeks. So, the scale lies, when we talk about the scale lies, sometimes your number doesn't change, but other things do change, right? Like, and I don't do this a lot. I don't even know if Brandon does this, but have you done have you measured your biceps? Have you measured do you do any inches?
No. I mean, if anything, here lately, I be loving my biceps. I wish I would. I wish I would have at least done my biceps, and even like my shoulders. I wish I would have done it, and I never did. The only thing I ever done, just like you, is I do the in-body, but I don't do it month to month. I try to do it like once every 4 months or something. Just to really check my body fat is really the reason why I do it. But no, I never measured anything, and I wish I would have. Yeah. And then the same thing, I think I told you before, was the same thing. Like, I had such body shaming issues is that I didn't even really ever take pictures of me when I was fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I did with my shirt on, but not with my shirt off. And I would love to go back to when I was 389 and wish I'd had taken those pictures with my shirt off, or I don't know, back in the day when me and you used to always do those weight bets online on whatever I forgot what the app was, but me and Brian, that's what kind of kick-started the weight loss for me. Was me and Brian would bet online on our own body weight, and you had to hit a certain percentage and they would pay you out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't even think of the app right off the top of my head, but yeah, you literally go on and you get in a group of 1,000 people. Everybody puts in $20, and then you have to lose. I don't remember the number, 5% over 35 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you hit it, you got paid out based on
whoever didn't. I mean, based on the pot that was in there, but whoever didn't hit it,
they were
didn't
eliminated.
get paid out. So whatever was left over in the pot got split up between everybody.
Yeah. Which it's pretty solid app. I mean, if you believe in yourself, it kind of gives you a little more motivation.
Plus, you're literally putting your own money against yourself. Like, you're literally betting against yourself.
Yeah, you won't lose. You will always come out with some kind of money.
Yeah.
If you hit your goal.
Yeah. I mean, at minimum, you'll get your money
$20
back,
or whatever it is.
plus you know whatever everybody's.
It's called
split.
Diet Bet.
Diet Bet.
Yeah, Diet Bet. So I just looked it up. They have an app and everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But back to the losing inches. I never did it either. I didn't take any measurements. I have a before picture, and you can scroll back and look at pictures.
Do you ever take pictures with your shirt off or anything?
I probably have some of those. I'd have to go back and look from back when I first started. I probably do have a little bit of those, but as far as like pulling out a tape measure and measuring my biceps, my waist, my chest, my thighs, like I didn't do any of that. But I think that ties in with, your clothes fitting differently. Starting out from, because I know I still wear the same shirts. I just buy different sizes. But me and Brandon were wearing the same shirts, and I think he was like a 4X tall, and I was in a 5X tall.
Just sharing shirts.
Just, going down and going down. Brandon lost a lot of weight. He passed down his sweatshirts and some of his other stuff to me when I was still a little bigger, so I was wearing it. And it takes a little longer, but as far as the scale goes, you'll start to see that, because where I was wearing a 5X, tall, I can easily get into a 4, and then now I got some 3s, that I can fit into. It's still a little hairy there. I just feel some kind of way. I've been so used to getting the tall shirts to make sure that belly's covered.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like, it's so hard. I hung on to my extra tall because I felt like if I bought the normal shirts, it usually kind of left my belly hanging out the bottom. So there was still forever I was wearing my extra tall 3X tall shirts, and I should have been in a 2X, but it was just so worried about the bottom of my stomach, and I didn't think, you just get stuck in the big mentality, and then, like I said before, then it's hard to get rid of the bigger clothes. Yeah. Because you just don't know.
Yeah, what if you come back? I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but, every year I've been coaching football since, 4 years now, and every year they give you a couple polos, a couple T-shirts, a little cage type jacket. I've never been able to wear them until this year, and I can finally wear them. They're not talls. They're normal shirts. Yeah. So sometimes I still feel a little weird because they're not so long, but they do fit.
And they're a little tighter because, like, even me as a big person, I purposely would wear a little looser stuff because I didn't need my belly hanging out.
But now, like, I'll accidentally grab a 5X shirt, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. Like, the sleeves are past my elbows, so it's just a little, the non-scale victories, I guess, they call them NSVs, but that's non-scale victories. That, like, another one is getting stronger. Like, that's something you're never going to see on a scale ever. No. I tried it the other night. I didn't quite hit 15, but I hit a week ago or so. I did like 15 real push-ups for the first time. Yeah. So I know I'm getting stronger.
Did you know you're getting stronger when we go from 1 to doing 15, 20, 25 push-ups now? Yeah. And I mean, what was it? Was it this year? We started this year, and me and you both at the same time. I don't even know if we could get one. Maybe we did get one at the same time.
A couple or something, yeah.
But the fact of where we are now is, like, insane.
Yeah, and And now it's gone from push-ups to, I know I can't do a pull-up, but, at Burn, they put the bands on the bars and you can put a foot in it. And I haven't done it yet. I think I can do it with a big band. I think I can do it with a gray band or whatever, but I just haven't gained. It's a mental thing. Yeah. Like I think I can, but I just haven't done it.
Yeah, the guy I work out with, Ryan, I've been telling him all the time. I mean, he knows, like, that's my goal has been to get one pull-up, and that dude's been helping me. I mean, I felt bad for him the other day because I was like, Brian, like, we use the band whenever we do the pull-ups, or, he'll get, like, a lighter band, and, well, this time he was just going to hold my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically I was going to have to do the full pull-up on my own, and I was like, Ryan, I was like, I hate to tell you, brother, but you going to be probably doing more of the work right now than I am on this pull-up. And this dude, I mean, he was just trying to get me to do, go hard, but, the max. So I only did 2, but I got that second one, and after I got down, I told Ryan, I said, Ryan, I know you had majority of my body weight on you. You had more of a workout than I did. I felt bad for the dude, but man, dude,
it's doing little things like that, and I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. But I know that, when I'm doing the pull-ups, and I don't do the bands, but I do the little Trex handles, and I keep getting further back and further back and further back, pulling up more weight. I think I could do a band. It's just like, it's almost like doing a box jump, right? Like, I'm not saying I can do a box jump now, but I know there's a lot of just, you always are in that big mentality. You don't think you can do it. You got to get past that mental hurdle, in my opinion. But another one, Brandon touched on it a little bit about before Pics and after Pics, but I think another non-scale victory is just being a little more comfortable taking pictures, right? Like Brandon took some pictures this past weekend or this week with Alatuna over there. I got the pictures, the whole family, whole family picture, and that's not something you would normally want to do a year ago, right? Or
honestly, we probably wouldn't even. We haven't even been taking family pictures because I haven't liked the way I looked, and that's usually have been the same way I have been. And since we both lost all that weight, like, shoot, dude, get us in a picture. Let's go.
Yeah, and we haven't done family pictures in a long time. I just know that, now Lauren's like, hey, let's take a picture. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not like, don't get me wrong. I still.
Well, it's because you ain't got the 3 chins hanging down there.
Yeah, that's.
Or you got to grow the big old beard that we used to grow all the time just to hide the double chins. Like, I would literally not shave my face because if I did, I'd see the double chin.
Yeah, and I don't.
And who wants to take a picture to see my double chin?
Yeah, and there's just a whole, being big and being in the picture. If my wife, and obviously I got 3 little kids, but me and Lauren are complete opposite. And so when you're weighing, 480 pounds and she's 130. There's a big difference there. So you're the biggest thing, you can't even look at anybody else because I'm the big whale sitting in the photo. But you lose a little weight. Still, I'm still big, but I don't mind taking pictures as much.
Yeah, it don't bother me really at all anymore. Honestly, to me, that's the only time I can really realize that I've lost a lot of weight is when we take the family pictures, or even like the football or cheerleading pictures we took for the program. Just, you're like, dang, man, I didn't know I lost that much weight.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't see it.
Yeah, and the pictures always help, and we could go down a whole list of non-scale victories. We've talked about playing with the kids. We've talked about walking and riding bikes. Like, we've covered all that. But another, for me, a victory is being able to eat and do what I want and not having to run home the next morning and jump on the scale. I can eat a little differently, eat great during the week, eat great Monday to Friday, and then Saturday I don't worry so much about
not think about it anymore.
Yeah, and not that you're not not that you're totally not thinking about it. You're always a little cautious, but, last night I had a smash burger, and some beers, and I didn't wake up this morning and be like, oh, my God, I got to get on the scale. So I think a non-scale victory is learning to not get on the scale for me.
It also contributes to, you've been eating right.
Yeah.
Like last night, I had probably 3 beers and what I have six wings and some celery and some tater tots.
Yeah.
And usually, if I go to Taco Mac and I eat 20, like I am thinking about it like self-consciously. I'm like, dang, I ate a lot. But like last night, I knew I didn't eat that much, and coming in, Monday today or whatever, I'm like,
it's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
Yeah,
like, what I did, I felt like is what an average normal person does. I wasn't being fat Brandon and put down 15 beers and 20 wings and a dessert.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, wrapping up the scale wise, I guess, it's hard to do, but you do have to find when you're, because you are going to hit plateaus where you don't lose a pound in a week or 2 weeks. And you do have to find other non-scale victories to keep you motivated. You got to see when your clothes fit different. Now you're taking pictures, and it's not something that they're not going to happen every day, right? Non-scale victories, in my opinion, happen on a longer period. But when you can go into the closet and grab a shirt and that joker fits all of a sudden, you ain't mad at it.
No, and that's a good victory too. Like you said, like your North Paulding shirts is the same thing with me. When I first started at Altoona, when Annette first started at Altoona coaching, they would give me stuff all the time. And they give me their biggest sizes, which is usually 2X.
Yeah.
And it's the same for me. Until this year was when I could start wearing my Altoona collar shirts and stuff that, finally. And it's a victory. And that's just another, awesome victory without the scale fitting in your clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. So me and Brandon, changing a little bit up, we both came up with had somebody ask if we could do we did it, I don't know, a few weeks back, 4 weeks, I don't know what it was.
4th of July. Or
maybe something, but we did a would you rather.
It might have been with Angel.
It may have been. I don't remember exactly when it was, but we did I came up with a would you rather, and Brandon came up with a overrated, underrated. I haven't seen his list. He hasn't seen my list, so we're gonna see where this goes. But we'll do the would you rather, and then we'll go ahead and do the overrated, underrated. So real quick, and we're gonna do like weight loss and sports, so in overrated and underrated. But would you rather lose 20 pounds and feel miserable, or maintain your weight for the next 3 months?
Lose 20 pounds and feel miserable?
Yeah.
Or maintain my same weight?
So you could go from 240 to 220 and feel bad, or just stay at 240 and feel...
Bro, I'm staying at 240. I ain't trying to feel miserable to lose 20 pounds, dude. There ain't nothing about feeling miserable. I just went a week of being sick, and that was miserable.
Yeah.
And I ain't going through losing 20 pounds to feel miserable.
Yeah, I think me and you are at different spots. I don't know what, I guess we should define miserable.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling the 20 pounds, man. I think I'd rather get down another 20, because at some point in my, you're going to lose 20, but I'm going to lose more than that. So if I just got to be miserable for 20 pounds, and then at pound 21,
so
I'm back.
So you're saying just for 20 pounds?
I didn't really think about that, but I'm just saying that
and two,
at some point it's got to be, you got to get back to normal.
And it's like you said, though, what kind of miserable are we talking about? Like, is my stomach hurting? Excruciating pain, and when I pee, does it hurt?
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. I took it as after 20, I'm good. So I think if I could lose 20 and be not feeling good for a month, and then after that month I get to 21 and I'm good, I think I'll take that.
After being sick this week, I'm telling you,
you're just gonna stick with it.
Stick with it, because I'll be a baby.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be 10 pounds heavier but stronger, or 10 pounds lighter and weaker?
10 pounds heavier, stronger, baby.
Okay.
If that 10 pounds heavier is going to let me do that one pull-up, by God, let's go.
Okay. I don't know. That's another different one for me. But the problem with me and you is we're at two different weight points. So I'm still focused on that losing weight.
I mean, I'm still focused on losing weight,
I know,
too,
but
you're telling me that just 10 pounds and for you to do a freaking pull-up that I know me and you both been working on, that's like a goal, that you wouldn't just gain 10 pounds to get a pull-up, dude? Come on.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like...
And gain the 10 pounds and then, like you said, then jump back on losing.
I don't know. It's just such a weird... I would want to be stronger, but I'd want to lose weight. So I guess I don't even know.
Okay, weaker.
I know that's such a bad one, but is where I'm at. I think I would lose the 10 and just be a little bit weaker. I think I could build my strength back up, but that's a hard question, man. I don't even think that I really evaluated that question before I put it up on here.
Real pause real quick. Hey, if you're listening to the show right now, if you could just do us a favor and either go over and subscribe to us on whatever platform you're listening to, or give us a rating. I mean, all you got to do is just scroll down real quick, give us a little 5-star rating. It takes us gets us into other people's hands. So if you could just please do that for us, that'd be awesome. And give us some shout outs to your friends and share us if you could. We appreciate it.
Be great.
Back to you, BG.
Would you rather never see the number on the scale again or never take another progress pic? So never get on the scale ever again or never take a progress pic.
Oh. Dang. Probably never never take a progress pic. I'll take, even though I like taking my progress pics, but it's hard not to see the scale. I think I have to go. I got to see the scale, dude. Got to see it.
I don't know. That's a hard one for me too, because I feel like you can get a good gauge on where you're at via progress pic. Now it is going to take longer because you're going to have to spread the progress pics out. But I think I'm with you. Like, I think I got to see the number, man.
That's hard.
I think I got to see the number.
I love the pictures too. I mean, I do both. That's the crazy thing. But if ultimately we had to pick something,
yeah.
I got to see the scale, man.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I was going to say, I was thinking about the progress pic, but at some point I got to get on a scale, man. I got to get on a scale and see what the heck.
I got to see the number, man.
I got to.
I don't need progress pics if I'm seeing that number drop.
That's true. All right. Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen as your QB for the next 5 years?
I know Patrick's already got a few Super Bowl rings, but
he's coming off an ACL.
He is coming off an ACL, but dude, something about Kyle. That dude's a beast. That dude put his head down and run. Dude can throw.
Yep.
Man, but Patrick Mahomes is such a freak of nature, dude. That dude can freaking do throws that you never even think of. The dude's talented as crap, though. I guess Patrick Mahomes, dude. I mean, dude, the stuff that if you can get him back with his team's not. I feel like the Kansas City's starting to fade out a little bit. But if you could put that dude on a good offense and the way that dude throws that ball around, the crazy stuff that dude does, I got to go Patrick Mahomes, man.
Yeah, and I think they're both good, and I'll say, I guess I could have prefaced this. We're assuming a healthy Patrick Mahomes and a healthy Josh Allen.
Or what did I say, Kyle, Josh?
Yeah,
I don't know why I said Kyle.
I think I'm going to go Josh, and I don't even know. I do like Patrick Mahomes, but maybe some of it is because my dad has been pressing Josh Allen on me forever. That's all he drafts in fantasy QB, and the dude's really good.
He is
and
awesome.
Like Brandon said, he don't have a problem lowering his shoulder and getting after somebody. I think I would take my chances on Josh Allen.
I just sometimes those freak plays that freaking Patrick Mahomes does is just.
I mean, he does have some weird ones. Those
man.
throws, those weird throws he does. But I don't know. I think I would go Josh Allen. Would you rather have the best defense or the best offense in sports? Now, it doesn't matter. You can say baseball. You can say basketball.
Then we go this few weeks
ago
with
a little bit.
Defense wins championships, Mr. Bryan.
So football,
Coach Bryan,
baseball.
Give me lockdown defense. We'll figure it out on offense. Lockdown defense. Let's go.
Yeah, and we did kind of hit on this, and I still got to go with the best offense. I want the dude. If you're talking football, I want to put up 40 points a game. If you're talking baseball, I want to put up 7 runs a game.
Shut you down. Give me the ace on the mound. Give me the best defense on football.
Okay.
Let's go.
Then this ties right into the next one. Y'all will probably know where we're going to go, but do you want the best hitter or the best pitcher in baseball? And you got to leave Shohei out because I'm talking a pitcher who only pitches and a hitter who only hits.
Man, because
come on, Mr. Defense.
Give me the best pitcher, dude. Best pitcher in baseball.
And see, the only reason I am a sucker for a lights out, Tarek Skubal, which the Braves should have got another conversation, but I'm in the camp of the best hitter, and only because the pitcher pitches once every 5 days.
Sure.
The best hitter bats every single day. He can change the game with one swing.
Yeah.
Every single game of 162 games.
Sure.
But
my pitcher can pitch 2 times in the playoffs.
You're right. But to my,
hitting every game.
He's hitting 5 games, and your pitcher's only pitching twice. I mean, it is a hard one. I'm not gonna argue like it's not a hard, but
no, because I mean, and I know this is hard too. But then you throw the best pitcher against the best hitter, who wins? If you got the best pitcher, is he gonna sit down your best hitter, or is he gonna?
I'll say this:
I think the odds are in the pitcher.
I would say prior to the what they call the strike zone ABS challenge. I just feel like now the strike zone's getting smaller, and now we got computers and outside people doing strike zones when they want to challenge. I just feel like the game's going towards making it harder for the pitcher, and not necessarily easy, because I'm not saying it's easy to hit a curveball or a slider or a knuckle or anything like that. But when you shrink that strike zone a little bit and you don't have any human element, and there is still a little bit of human element, but when you can go to a computer, you can go to anybody else and say, hey, was that a strike? Yeah. I think that was a strike, or that was a ball. I think you're taking a little bit out of it. When none of that was on, I think the pitcher was the way to go.
Yeah.
But now I think with that they can challenge, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the best hitter. Last one, would you rather? And this is a tough one for me. Would you rather play in one NFL game or one MLB game? One National Football game or one Major League Baseball game?
Just regular season?
I mean, no. I mean, we can do.
Let's just do regular season.
Okay.
Give me NFL. I feel like I'm playing in front of more people than a baseball game. I just figured it's
NFL. I mean, I mean, that's probably where I'm going. I would, as much as I like baseball, I think I would love nothing more than to, if I could, nothing more than to rock somebody's world just one time
on national
on
television.
national TV, baby. See that in the
or getting a sack, man.
See that in the be like Rudy, Brandon, defensive end. You come around for a sack, showing that in
Blow the dude up.
the film room. I think I'm gonna have to go NFL. Give me one NFL game, but
Yeah.
that'll do it for Would You Rather. We'll jump on into the overrated, underrated, baby.
This segment is brought to you by Power Washing by Chris. Give him a call for your pressure washing needs, house and driveway, sidewalks, fences, porches, or gutters. He also has his own social media, Power Washing by Chris, on Facebook, or you can find him on our social medias. You can also give him a call at 678-605-6565. And like I said, I did the overrated, underrated list this week. We decided not to let Brian see the list. So the first one might be a little controversy here, but tracking your spouse on the phone. I'm not saying kids. I'm specifically talking about your wife or husband.
That is a pretty good one. For me not knowing about it, that's a pretty good one because the surprise birthday yesterday for Lauren, I was just worried to death about her tracking my location because Lauren is the one that, and it ain't even, some people will say it's what is Brian doing? He's doing this. Lauren's worried about him doing that. There ain't nothing to worry about there. Lauren just, I swear to God, she just loves to see where people are. Because it's not just my location she has. She has her mama, her daddy, her sister, a few of her best friends. She's got our mama. My mom, she tracks my mom, and she'll just randomly look and be like, your mom's at Target in Douglasville or Target in Calhoun or something. She just, I say it's overrated because Brandon, I don't look at it. I really don't look at it. I looked at it yesterday because I needed to know where she was coming for the surprise party. But other than that, I don't open the app. I don't care where you are.
Yeah, well, it's definitely overrated for me. Like I said, I don't even have that. I've never tracked my wife. I don't really care where she goes. I guess maybe one day if she was to ever give me a reason, maybe why.
Yeah.
I don't track my mother. I don't track you. I don't have nobody to track.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of people say, just for safety reasons, and I get that too, but it's the same reason, Annette used to hate it, when we first started married or whatever. I just would tell her, like, hey, just let me know when you're leaving so I know you're leaving. And it was never like the tracker. It was literally like if something happened to her, I can at least say, hey, she left there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I at least can tell the cops, like, I did talk to her. I know she left.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people's like, well, how you going to track where, how you know what roads? I mean, majority of the time I know what roads she takes. But at the same time, like at this day and age, like cops can trace the phone where the phones are going nowadays.
And the only time that,
I get kids. Like I will 100% track my kids, but me and Annette have never done that.
And the app, I mean, we just use Find My Friends on the iPhone. We don't have Life 360.
Yeah,
we don't have that. Not to say we won't get it when Abigail turns 16 and she's driving. But I do track where Tate is because God only knows where Tate is. So
I get the kids.
I track where Tate is, and he's really the only one. Abigail kind of stays around home, goes out with her friends. That's fine. But Tate may be, who knows where Tate is. So I track Tate. And the only other time that I do look at Lauren's location, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't. But if she's in Gainesville with Abigail for a tournament and I'm at home and they got done at 2 a.m., I'll look every once in a while to make sure that car's still moving. Right? She's not stuck in one spot or something like that. But for the most point, I still think overrated.
You're a tracker.
I know. I don't. I really don't.
All right. Next one is Justin Biebs.
I know we talked about Taylor last week, but unfortunately for Justin Bieber, I got to say overrated. I've never been a big fan, not saying that I don't know any of the songs, but nothing. I mean, if one came on the radio right now, it was popular, I could probably know it, but I can't think of one on the top of my head right now.
The only reason why I wrote that down is because it came across my playlist on Spotify. And, I mean, it was a good song. I mean, dude's got some bangers, man. I mean, I know I hate on Taylor Swift, I'm not like this big gung-ho dude over Justin Bieber, but I do think the dude's got some good music, and it came on in my headphones today, and I was like, I'm putting that on overrated, underrated, right? But I think he's a little underrated. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Justin Bieber. I haven't heard him in a
long time, so
I hadn't either. That's the reason why I had to. That's the reason why I had to add him. I don't even know how he wound up on my Spotify playlist. All right, next one. Eating at a buffet.
Golly, man.
Golden Corral.
I'll tell you this. This is pretty easy for me, honestly. I would say, unless I've been to the wrong buffet, Brennan, most buffets that I know, I would say are overrated. Like Golden Corral, any of those spots are way overrated. Now, this isn't really a buffet, but when you're talking like sushi, and I hadn't been to Roussan's, but see, I would even say even like Roussan's, the buffet, it was still just not that great. Now, there are a couple sushi spots that we go to that are all you can eat, but it's not a buffet. You don't go up to the line, you just order and they bring it to you. And I think those are very underrated.
Never been to a revolving sushi factory.
It's been a long time ago, but I still think that's I don't know, maybe
goes
it's
around on the belt.
I just think I think of a buffet of getting your plate, walking up to a big food trough and just loading up random crap all the time. And that can go for sushi like Roussan's back in the day. It was just a big buffet, but that would probably be the best buffet. Yeah. But if you're talking Golden Corral and places like that, overrated, bro. I mean, way overrated.
That's terrible. I'll tell you the best buffet out there.
Uh-oh.
Breakfast at Shoney's.
Oh, boy.
You can never go wrong breakfast at Shoney's or breakfast at Golden Corral. Now, or I don't even know if they still do them, but I remember living in Douglasville, and a Mexican restaurant did a Mexican buffet.
Now you're bringing up.
There's some good buffets out there. I'm not saying going down there to John Boy's is the best buffet. No offense to some people that listen to this that go down to John Boy's, because I know there's at least one or two people that listen to this frequent John Boy's, or used to at least.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some days were better than others at John Boy's, but even back in the day, the good CC's Pizza, man.
Yeah, but see, CC's Pizza now is trash.
No, yeah, it's not the same thing anymore.
I mean, yeah, when we were in high school playing football, get the football team up, go to CC's, and that was when it was like $5, But I will say this: you did a Shoney's. There, maybe not even a lot of people have realized, but Shoney's. And I don't even know where there's one open anymore.
I don't think there is. I don't know if there is one open anymore.
When we used to go to Tennessee as kids, we would always stop at Shoney's for the breakfast buffet. That is a good one. So maybe you're swaying me a little bit here. But the other one, too, that I totally forgot about is the Mexican buffet.
Yeah, a good Mexican buffet.
Cheese dip, rice. A good Mexican buffet is pretty solid. So maybe I'm kind of 50-50.
I mean, I haven't seen a good. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if they even do Mexican buffets anymore. Usually, it was on Sundays.
Yeah,
but man,
I hadn't been to one in a long time. But you're right. You're a solid Mexican in Shoney's. That's a good choice.
It is. The next thing I had was gas station food, like Quick Trip. Our breakfast pizza at Quick Trip. I don't know, Quick Trip hot dog.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
What's the chicken place?
that crispy crunchy
Yeah,
or
everybody
something like
says,
that.
like-
Yeah. I mean, you even have the pizza that a lot of people swear by, Hunt's Pizza or something.
Hunt's Brothers.
So I honestly am, and maybe I'm wrong, I haven't had Hunt's and I haven't had crispy crunchy chicken. I haven't bought any of that because 9 times out of the 10, when I go to the gas station, I'm not getting food. It's probably candy for the kids and a drink or something.
Yeah.
So I don't even like hot dogs from a gas station because I don't like all beef hot dogs. Now, I'm going to leave Buc-ee's out of this conversation because I don't think they're a typical gas station, right?
Yeah.
Now, Brandon brought up the breakfast pizza. I think it's QT.
Yeah, it's QT.
It's QT or Racetrack. One of them
QT.
does like the sausage gravy as the base. That's probably my favorite gas station food. But on the whole, I'm going to say gas station food's overrated. I just don't eat it enough. I don't think it's any good. I don't want nothing off those freaking rollers.
Yeah. For me, too. Overrated, dude. All I can do, me and Brian are the same. The freaking breakfast pizza at Quick Trip, dude. I'll put, give me a whole pie. That's freaking, it slaps.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I walk in there to a Quick Trip, Racetrack, whatever, and I see those hot dogs rolling, all I can think about is how long they've been rolling there for.
Since about 9 a.m.
It's like, dude, it's not. Anyways, yeah, overrated. All right, here's a good one for Brian. Good old truck nuts.
So for you people who don't know what truck nuts are, if you've ever seen a big truck or even a little truck, it really don't matter what truck you are, but on the back of the trailer hitch, they got a big old set of nuts. And they look like real nuts. I personally like them, Brandon. A lot of people are going to hate. I'm 40 years old and they're going to think, but I still, every time I see them, I crack up. I do not have a pair on my truck.
You need little truck nuts on your truck.
But I would, if somebody bought me a pair of truck nuts, I would rock them every single day of the week. Underrated.
Oh, I think it's overrated. That's the hint of why it's not around anymore. Dude, that might be the biggest redneck trash crap I've ever seen. A pair of nuts on the back of a truck. I've even seen a pair of nuts on the back of a Honda Civic, for God's sakes. Like, dude, it couldn't be any more trashier. I don't even know if luckily I haven't. I don't even know if I want to explain that to my daughter when we're riding down the road. Uncle B's got nuts hanging from his truck, and I got to tell Gabby what that is. I'm glad I haven't had to do that yet, but man, overrated. Recliners.
Yeah, I used to be, I guess in my, I'm assuming you're talking about recliners on a couch.
Like a lazy boy recliner.
Yeah. So I used to love that, but I don't need it.
Well, because you don't take no naps.
Well, I don't take naps,
Get outta here,
but
dude.
I'm just saying I don't.
What was it you said? I don't purposely fall asleep if I'm watching a movie. Did you know you're going to sleep if you're watching a movie?
If you're on a recliner and it's raining and you're watching the Masters, you can probably doze off or something. But I'm just saying, I don't have a recliner on my couch now, and I haven't missed it a day in my life. So I'm going to say overrated. I have no need for a recliner. If I want to recline out, I'll just lay on the couch.
I mean, I don't have a recliner on mine either. I just have one of those sectional sofas with a big old ottoman in the middle, which that works out fine too. But a good recliner, man, you can't never go wrong with a good recliner. Catch you a little nap in that thing for an hour, lean that thing on back, your feet up in the air. Ooh, boy.
And maybe the recliner conversation is different because I've only had one when I've been massive. So what always happens when you're a big dude and you got a recliner?
You're snoozing.
Well, you can snooze, but at some point that recliner's it's going to wear out. It's going to break, right? I don't think they're meant for 400-pound guys, so maybe now I would be all right, but I haven't had a recliner in so long.
I'm sure they make fat people recliners.
They maybe have, but I've never bought one, so I'm going to say overrated. I'll just stick with my couch.
All right. Brian kind of brung it up whenever we're talking about gas station foods, but I had Buc-ee's. Some people say Boosie's.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a hard one too for overrated or underrated. I actually do like Buc-ee's, not as much as some people do, but Buc-ee's does have a lot of beef jerky that I like, and they also have those ices. You know what I'm talking about? They're not fully frozen. They come out. You can get green apple. That's my favorite. And some of Buc-ee's food is actually pretty solid. My man Todd put me on some burrito that they got there, some chicken fajita burrito. It's legit, man. So I'm going to say Buc-ee's is underrated.
That's a terrible take because overrated, dude. There's nothing. Matter of fact, I've only been to Buc-ee's one time. And you're never even going to catch me. Probably even go back again. Matter of fact, me and my wife, we avoid Buc-ee's at all costs because I could care less about going in there. Their brisket sandwich, mediocre at best. Their freaking beef jerky Brian's over here talking about, Brian, I can buy the same thing at Walmart. Same. Yeah, dude, I bought like 3 or 4 different kinds of beef jerky.
Not the flavors they got.
Brian, I've had the same. I've gone into Buc-ee's and gone purposely in there and bought the beef jerky because everybody talked about how good it is. Mm-hmm. I can buy better at Walmart. Mm-mm. The only thing that they got in there that's worth going to is the ices. That's the only thing I'll give you. There ain't nothing else in a Buc-ee's that I want to go into, much less it's like going in a Walmart. You got 15. Oh, and they got nice bathrooms. Other than that, there ain't no reason for me to go into Buc-ee's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Buc-ee's, you go into old Buc-ee's, you're probably...
Then you go in there prime time, you're in there for 5 million people.
You are there with a lot of people, and you end up spending $80 because Lord knows Tate wants a Buc-ee's bathing suit, and Kiki wants a Buc-ee's beaver or whatever they got.
Some buck nuts.
Yeah. So it is a little overrated in that sense, but for the most part, I think underrated. There's a lot of good stuff there. I mean, they even got deer corn, Brandon.
Oh, yeah, because let me guess, you're just driving up to Buc-ee's to get deer corn
No, I'm
now?
just saying, but if you're ever on the way and you need a feeder in the deer corn, they got it.
Come on, man. That's freaking terrible. The last one I got here, Brian, is I don't even know I don't know if you do this or not. Ketchup in the fridge.
I mean, I don't even really eat ketchup or use ketchup very rarely, but we always keep our ketchup in the fridge. We will keep, my kids love ketchup, so we have one bottle in the fridge and one bottle in the pantry, but once we open the bottle in the pantry, it goes in the fridge. But I do know there are a lot of people who keep it out, but I'm going to say overrated because mine's going in the fridge.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, we've lived together. I know how me and you were, but I honestly didn't even think about, recently or whatever. But, I mean, we're the same way. As a matter of fact, I think Annette grew up with ketchup out of the fridge. But, I mean, since we've lived together, we've always had ketchup in the fridge.
Yeah. But I think there's a few. It's not just ketchup. No. There's a few things that people keep outside of the fridge that...
Yeah. I mean, it's no different when you go to restaurants and stuff. They all keep theirs out, on the tables.
Yeah. I mean, we get this is one that, typically you go to the store and you buy eggs and you put them in the refrigerator, right? But I get eggs sometimes from a little chicken person, right? They got chickens and they got eggs, but you don't put those eggs in a refrigerator. You keep them out, and it took Lauren. It took Lauren a while because you get those eggs in a 12-pack carton. You keep them on the fridge, not on the refrigerator. You keep them on the counter.
I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
Yeah, you don't keep them, and it took us a long time to get used to that.
I bet that was weird. But some people don't. Same thing with butter. Some people keep the butter out.
Yeah. I mean, there's things. Think about it, Brandon. The whole condiment aisle, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, they ain't cold.
I don't know why we put them. I mean, I think ketchup tastes better cold, but I don't know why. Even the ketchup you get from McDonald's for your fries all comes in packets that sit out.
Yeah, it all stays warm. We just put it in the fridge, but I still think I'm overrated. I'm putting that thing in the refrigerator.
Yeah, me too.
Real quick, next week we're going to start doing schedules. We're going to go into sports a little more. We're getting I mean, high school football. The first high school football is this Wednesday.
Yep.
Georgia's the first
in the United States.
Yeah, the whole United States. First game. Corky Kell Classic is going on this weekend, so football's ramping up. Braves are still hot. We're not going to go on the Braves schedule, but we'll do the Falcons. Lot going on with the Falcons. Yeah. Bulldogs schedule. We'll kind of do we give you the over and under of the wins, and then what we think, and then go over the schedules a little bit. Yep. We probably won't do both. We'll probably do Falcons one week, Georgia one week. But we're fixing to get deep into some sports here.
Yeah, we'll be pretty deep. Probably, maybe go half and half. Maybe half weight loss and half sports. And me and Brian started this. We really wanted to get into sports too, because that's what we're passionate about too, was sports. So it was weight loss and sports, and that's where we come up with the logo and everything.
But like, I know Brandon said it earlier, but hey, give us a follow, give us a like, all the social platforms, as much as you can share it and like it. It goes a long way for us.
Gets our name out there.
Yeah.
New people can see us. If you get on there and rate us, Apple and Spotify and them will push us to new people too. So it really helps if you guys get on there and at least rate us on whatever podcast thing y'all listen to us on. So we appreciate it.
Until next time.
See ya!